not able to share. My screen is visible?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So guys, hi everyone, I'm Suman Jain and I really focus on Pinterest marketing strategies. And today, whatever I'm going to talk, it is about the updated version of 2020 September stats. So before I give more information, I know you have got a hell lot of information by those two amazing entrepreneurs over here, marketeers. So I just wanted you to sit with me for at least 30 to 40 minutes so that I can give you more opportunities exploring Pinterest, what abundance knowledge what abundance we can find from Pinterest, and definitely it's a gold mine. So be comfortable, stay out of whatever you are, like mobile phones and things. You're just watching this presentation now and you're with me. And if you do have any questions, please put on the chat sections and I would be able to answer them at the end of this session. So please take down all the notes because I will be showing you all the informations, whatever I have over here within this 30 minutes. So about me, I'm a mom of three kids, and I started this journey of Pinterest marketing just quite 2 years back because none of them were doing it, and I just thought, let me try the strategies. And so far, I've already handled nearly about 20 plus business accounts of business owners and template creators, where we focus on generating lots number of traffic, leads, and conversions. So you might be thinking, what exactly is Pinterest? Many would be going onto Pinterest. They would be checking, whatever they wanted to get inspired for the ideas in order to bring more content. When you go on Pinterest, you only see the content is consumed through images, right? And my friend Karan, he said that you need to have colors. Pinterest is all about colors. Pinterest is all about having attention, grabbing those attention with their unique feature, which is called visual. So in shorter terms, Pinterest is nothing but it is a visual search engine. It's not at all a social media. There is a myth that everyone tells that Pinterest is a social media. It's an another social media. No, guys, this is not a social media. It is a search engine. It helps us to find ideas, inspirations, and definitely more opportunities to explore whatever we are looking out on Pinterest. Did you ever know that Pinterest is a market of 400 million users every single month and it is still growing? And this is the update of July 2020, guys. And did you also know that 50% of the users are US and 50% users are across the globe, right? Still, it is just 50, but still you can grab more attentions. Did you also know that 85% of Pinterest consumers or users are mobile users? And among them, 55 people take decision on buying, take decisions on doing some activities on Pinterest. And nearly, there was a myth as well that Pinterest is only for females. It is not for the men's. I just wanted to turn out the burst that 70% are the female users and 30% are the men users, with the stat which has been shared by other bloggers over here. And the stat which I shared, it is of 2019. But this year, the percentage has been changed. Pinterest now, the female users are nearly about 65 to 67, and rest are the male users. So yes, now many males also are trying to understand the Pinterest and trying to stick on Pinterest to get more knowledge. So how does it benefits for course creators, lifestyle business, and marketeers? Definitely you need to understand the logic behind. If you're going on to Pinterest, what kind of activities you want to do over there, right? So when you're trying to go on Pinterest, you would be typing certain keywords, right? Whatever you wanted to search. And when you're typing on the search feed of Pinterest, you would find there are several other suggestions what Pinterest is also trying to share with you, what other content are also relevant to your topic. So you have certain ideas that yes, we can even get more information from those kind of keywords. So definitely, if you're onto lifestyle businesses, or if you are a course creators, if you are a service providers or marketers, if you are a hobbyist, definitely this is the place where you need to check on, where you need to learn the strategies where you can definitely focus on generating leads, sales for your business. Definitely on Pinterest, there is a framework, because I have seen a lot of pinners. What they do is everything they do it from their personal account. That is a big no-no if you are a marketer. If you want to scale a Pinterest account, what you need to do is you need to have a personal account where you can do all your research, because when you're trying to create an account on Pinterest, it asks on your interest, on the hobbies which you have. As per that, Pinterest will recognize you, and as per that, Pinterest will also suggest what exactly you are looking out for the content. So in order to get more strategic on Pinterest, what you need to do is you need to create a personal account where you can do all your research, and you need to create a business account where you can put whatever you have done your research and put a visual content related to your consumers or your ideal audience. So let us start with the framework. Business account, creating a business account, and domain name. What does it mean over here? Many people, what they do is they just think, okay, we have to just create a business account, let us do it, let them name anything over there, and domain name, whatever domain name we have, we are just using this. I just wanted to tell you over here is, make sure the first thing you need to understand over here is you need to identify your market, you need to identify your niche, you need to identify who is your actual audience whom you can help them. As per that, you need to come up with your business account name. As per that, you need to come up with your domain name. Both the things can go similar, because this will help you to understand that how people are searching the solutions for the problem what they're facing on Pinterest. On Pinterest, many consumers come in to find instant solutions. So in that way, your business account and domain name, what you are selecting, has to go hand in hand. The second important aspects on Pinterest is optimizations of your profile. How do you optimize your profile? As I shared, you need to understand your ideal audience. Who is your ideal audience? That is most essential in order to market them whatever services you have, in order to help them whatever you're planning to help them in future, so that they can become your leads, they can become your they can become your follower, so that whenever you share any content, they can consume that through picture content. So optimization can be done by identifying the pain of your ideal audience. What are they undergoing the pains? Along with it, what kind of solution you can provide? So these are the things which you need to understand, and you need to optimize your profile in such a way that your ideal audience will recognize, yes, I'm facing this particular problem and I am providing you the solutions. So if I take an example of Get Slim, right? So your optimization of your profile should be that you are into a fitness geek, or you help providing the solutions who are in need of cutting down their fat. So this is what a little idea to optimize your profile in order to capture the market, who are your actual audience, who can swipe up the card in future. So this is most essential when you're trying to optimize your profile, because this will lead to generate more number of leads, more number of sales might happen in future. The next aspect over here is the boards. On Pinterest, if you're creating any pin, you need to save somewhere, which is called as a board. So over here, you can create 2000 boards per account. Yes, you heard it right. Each account, each business account can have 2000 boards. And boards over here, it means that a particular boards where you would be putting on content related to that particular boards. So if I take an example of affiliate marketing for beginners, to name it as a board name, so it will consist the information which is related to affiliate marketing, and that too for beginners. So you need to understand the psychology of your consumers over here. What are they searching on Pinterest? And the board also has over there the descriptions where you can describe your board name, along with giving it a write up of nearly about 300 to 400 words, so that Pinterest might understand that yes, you need to the people or the consumers who are searching on Pinterest on certain keywords, your pins, your boards will be indexed on Pinterest and your board will be seen. And that's how you Pinterest and your boards with finding will become really easy to find your ideal audience. They can follow your board, they can subscribe your board, and basically over here is they definitely click on the pins and go to your, either it is a website, either it is your funnels, anywhere you wanted to send them. Even you can build your list from sending them to your Facebook groups. You can get great traffic from Pinterest to your YouTube channels, build your subscribers list. You can definitely build your Instagram account through driving traffic from Pinterest. So, unless and until you don't have an objective on why you need to be on Pinterest, doesn't help to generate leads and sales from Pinterest. So you need to have objective of becoming successful on Pinterest. And among them, boards play a major role. On top of that, you would see search engine optimization on Pinterest is a lot. Believe me, this is very simple when we are doing uh, with keywords. Because when we are going and searching on Pinterest, right, you would see Pinterest also suggest certain keywords, which we call them as search index. We call them as smart feed, okay, where Pinterest also suggests some other content, some other keywords which are relevant to your main keywords. So we definitely call them as seed keywords, a parent keywords, and a sibling keywords. The relevancy keywords, we call them as a siblings keywords. So in that way, what happens is when you are trying to put certain informations on Pinterest, the pins and images, the headlines play a major role on Pinterest. Along with it, the images which you're creating on Pinterest plays a major role in order to drive you more traffic. And for that, what I need to do is I just need to show you with an example. You would see this is my account, all right? And you would see there are certain pins over here. Let me refresh over here so that I just want to show you some of my top pins of one of my accounts. Okay, you can see the statistics over here. This particular pin was posted nearly in the month of May. Okay, here you can see when it was being created. And still you can see this particular month, I was able to generate 180 link clicks, right? So on Pinterest, the one thing which you need to keep in mind is you put your content, relevant content on Pinterest, and it is a long-term game. Even after posting of several months, you would be getting traffic like crazy like this. And you can see this particular pin, which is recent. You can see the date 8, which is of December, and it also has certain video views, which is ranking really higher. And along with it, I also want to show you the statistics, how Pinterest statistics works over here. As you can see, every 24 hours, I can get these kind of impressions. And there were about 172 people who were looking out like a closer, right? There were 172 people who were looking out. These are the footfalls, and these were the people who are looking out for my pins, and among them, 31 people have saved this particular pin to their boards, right? And among this 31, right, 6 had clicked to check the information. So this is like massive traffic every day if you build on several of your pins. And if I go back with my 7 days of the statistics, you can definitely see what kind of link clicks, the traffic I'm pulling out from one pin, which has been posted, say, about 6 months, 7 months back, which drives me really crazy. And if you can see a 90 days action plan, right? So in order to be successful on Pinterest, each of your pins, in order to get indexed, it takes nearly, say, about 3 to 4 months so that it get indexed. It Pinterest come to know the signal that yes, on this particular keywords, some of your pins are ranking higher, and that's how it gets seen, and that's how you can see how many times it got saved on several boards of other people boards, and among them who have taken action. And if you have good lead magnets, if you have good funnels, believe me, this conversions becomes more positively. So if you're looking out to generate more number of leads, more number of sales organically, then definitely Pinterest is where you need to look out for. With another such an example, which is a recent one, you can see this is a video pin which I've created. Definitely with the recent terms, videos are making waves on Pinterest. They get hell lot of attention really quickly, like a snowball effect. Along with that, I can also see that I'm also generating link clicks. It means that there were about 14 people who have taken certain action on checking on where they wanted to look out my information, what I wanted them to do it, right? And you can say what is the percentage a particular video was played, and what were the close up, and among this close up, what were the action being taken. And there were only few saves. So this was just a recent, and if I think about this, I might expect more traffic, say about down the line 6 months. I would definitely hit the numbers over here, say about 4 or 5 figures. So that is what I call as a popular pin and a viral pin. So there's a lot of difference over here on a popular pin and a viral pin. Viral pin is where you get traffic instantly, say about 200, 300, or 500 instant on a single day you get the traffic. But popular is pin are the pins where you get traffic very slowly, steadily, and all the time. Even after a year or two, you would be getting enormous traffic on that content which you have posted on Pinterest. So that is why I always refer Pinterest as a search engine. It's definitely not a social media, guys. It's a search engine. In order to scale on Pinterest, the fifth point, which we call them as pin images, plays a vital role. Because when you are checking some information, what gets attracted? As my friend Zian said, short attention pass, right? Short attention spans. Hook your ideal audience with your images. On Pinterest, it does happen with your images. As simple, colorful images, along with providing the solution of what other people are facing, the pain points, what your ideal audience is facing, the pain points, right? You need to come up with a solution over there. So in that way, what happens is that will give, first thing is grabbing the attention with the colors, like the vibrant colors. Along with it, if you're trying to solve their problems, then they click on it and they are looking out for instant solutions. So irrespective of that, I just wanted to, here you need to focus on over here is, if you're trying to send traffic, make sure you're getting them hooked to something. Either it has to be a lead magnet, either it has to be some sales page or to your funnels, which is important for you guys over here. And the format on the images has to be have a certain format on Pinterest in order to get more attention, in order to get more to your pin images. So ideally, we follow over here is the vertical, because most, as I already shared, 85% people use mobile phones. So 85% people who are onto Pinterest are mobile phone users. So definitely the image which you're considering has to be vertical. Okay, and it has to be with 2:3 ratio. Definitely, if you are creating a video, it also can go with 1:1, but still, I recommend you to test 2:3 ratio. That is the ideal one. And along with it, when you are having your pin over here, right, on your right hand side corner, you would find a lens, which we call them as Google Lens. When you over it, and you when you see this information, you can see that there is relevant to your pins. There are even other relevant pins what your competitors have posted in. So if you want to scale up the game of more lead generations or more sales, what you need to do is you need to spy content which is relevant to your audience. What are your competitors doing on Pinterest? What are the things which they are not doing it? So you need to focus on all these parameters and come up with a solution on what your competitors are not doing and how you can outstand, so that you can get those link clicks, those traffic to your lead magnets. That is most essential. And with the recent trend, which has been shared by Pinterest, October 2020, adding URL also plays a major role. As what my friend Karan has already shared the tool about the UTM parameters, right? So in a day, you can add one URL at a time, say about just once a day. So in order to add the same URL, you need to have this UTM, okay, add those UTM at different UTM, and with the intervals. You need to post images on Pinterest, say about 30 to 40 minutes intervals. If you do that, if you practice this, then your account will never get suspended. Else, if it is Pinterest find that you are doing a suspicious activities by saving other people content or putting the pins, say about rapidly about every 5 minutes you're posting images, then definitely within a month, 1 or 2, your account gets suspended and it never get reactivated. So that is what I just wanted to share it over here. And the next important part is lead generation on Pinterest. You must be seeing that Pinterest, we are generally to take certain ideas, inspirations. How about lead? How would we generate leads? How is this Pinterest can get us leads? It's not easy, probably what other people are thinking it. So there are several ways generating leads, but among them, I have seen and I have practiced this basically freebie seekers and funnel flow. These are the two strategies which you can apply. The first thing is freebie seekers. Freebie seekers are nothing but in exchange. Like, for example, you're giving them something for free, like a guide or a video tutorial, anything you're giving them for free. And with that, you're trading them with an email, right? So, in that way, what happens is the first funnel of yours is with the free, and the second funnel continuity is with instant giving them what you have promised it. Along with it, you can give them some kind of offers, which is like a paid offers, or if you wanted them to join to your some groups or Facebook community or your WhatsApp community where you can share more information on that freebies. So that segmentation you can do over here at the freebie seekers, who are ultimately, if I wanted to give a stats over here, is like 100 people who come under over here, they fill their emails. Among this 100, 10 will buy instantly. Okay, so that is what we call as freebie seekers. Next, when you're targeting, we are just hitting the nail. If your ideal audience are have certain pain and they are finding some solutions, hit them hard over there by sharing your link with your lead magnets, where you can with your sales page, with your sales page, where you can attract them to your sales page, provide them the solution, undergoing with the storytelling. And yes, here you can definitely attract certain serious sales, where you would get some 100 people checking the information, and ultimately nearly about 35 to 40 people get into your funnel over here. So this makes more interesting because you are providing them instant solutions instead of freebie seekers. I would recommend you to go with a funnel flow where you have a funnel where they are going to the sales pages, you are solving their problem instantly, so that there is a win-win situation between you as well as your ideal audience, or what I can say is your ideal consumers or the buyers. So it's okay to grow slow, but grow in such a way that you can bring some changes to your ideal audience life. Definitely, Pinterest adds its future. Still, with India, you cannot see any ads. Still, if you have an account with US, definitely, or any other 28 countries where media buying of Pinterest is being started, you can definitely check on their ads. Believe me, the ads on Pinterest, the cost per click is really very low. It's nearly about some cents, and you can start your ad even with $1 on Pinterest. And the conversions are really very higher. It is nearly about 55% higher on Pinterest compared to any other platforms. So I would definitely recommend you guys hitting on Pinterest, starting Pinterest slowly with organic, and then you can hit it with paid traffic on Pinterest. I'm open for questions. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
Guys, any questions? How are the conversion rates? Karan is asking.
Wait a minute, I'm just okay. Conversion is nearly about 55% on Pinterest. And as I shared, there is a statistics because I have already maintained nearly about 20 accounts in 2 years. So there's a huge conversions because as I shared on Pinterest, people come for immediate action. They come for immediate solutions. They require those solutions immediately. So if you are providing them the solution immediately, the behavior of their buying is nearly about out of 10, I would say 7 would buy.
Uh, Suman Karan has asked another question. Which niche works the best for Pinterest? Do you have any?
Most of the niches, it's like most of the niches. If you are into astrology, if you are into hobbies, if you are into social media marketing, if you are a marketer, lifestyle business, if you are a crafter, painter, it also goes well with home furnitures. It goes like all the businesses basically. Most of the niches. It doesn't go with the weed witch for sure.
Guys, any other questions?
Okay. With Pinterest, we can also link your Instagram. We can link with Etsy stores. And currently, you can also link if you are in Shopify, if you own a Shopify store, you can link that so that Pinterest will help you to index that. And for e-commerce businesses, basically, currently Pinterest is tied up with a lot of e-commerce, and currently it has tied up with Shopify. You have to see the conversion; it is much more higher. And if I say with the females, it is out of 10, 7 people buy. And if I say the conversion with the men, out of 10, 9 people buy. So this is what the conversion with Pinterest is happening currently with October 2020 latest release trends. And I forgot to share you over here on Pinterest is 97% people are non-branders, and every week you would definitely see about 45% people are increasing the accounts. The business account keep increasing every single week, and among this 45%, there is say about 70% people are uh, coming up with their own brands. right? So as I shared, 97% people on Pinterest are non-branders.
Okay. Shanik have asked, how can we link Google Store with Pinterest?
Google Store, I'm not sure, but yes, you can link them, but you need to claim your account on Pinterest. You have to claim your website. Once you're claiming a website, there is an instruction. They would be giving you either an HTML tag which you need to add to your website. In that way, it get indexed into your Pinterest accounts. So each Pinterest account can have only one website.
Okay. Thank you, Suman. Thank you.
You're
It was
welcome.
a very informative session.
Yeah, if you do